And good evening, race fans. Welcome to Talladega. It's Dega, baby. 60 laps of CLR Super Speedway. Oh, my goodness. We got a couple of special guests joining us up in the booth tonight. We've got Amanda and Corey Sherman up in the booth with us tonight as we get ready to rock and roll here at Dega, the 2.65-mile track. Guys, you have got a little bit of experience here on this track. Tell me what we're about to see.
Chris, it's Amanda here. It's one of my favorite tracks. I love seeing the fighting and banging against everybody. Think it's going to be a great race and see what these boys have to offer tonight.
Well, it's going to be something. And Corey, you know, getting into the specifics of the track, this particular car is going to throw a little bit of a wrench into this race. Where do you see this car and on this track specifically?
Well, I've never really dipped my toe in the 87s too much. I know you kind of run them like a mile and a half, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but what I'm looking at, Chris, it's 82 degrees out, but that track temp's been close to 140. You can almost boil an egg out there on the track.
Yeah, it's warm. And we're gonna see what happens. Typically, I will tell you, I've run the 87 cars for a season and loose. Very fast, a lot of power. The aerodynamics are not the same as what we're accustomed to in, say, the next gen car. Shoot, any other car, really. It is its own animal, and these guys are getting ready to come out and do some qualifying laps. I would suspect that we're going to see somewhere around the 49-second lap times here for qualifying, maybe just a little bit quicker. And we're going to find out here in just a couple of minutes. These guys getting their stuff together, getting ready to go live here on a Saturday night. A little showdown action, as it were. 60 laps is the length of the race, and this one's going to be pretty good. Derek out there in chat. Derek, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Don't laugh yourself off from the chair here tonight, and that's pretty much all we can ask. Getting ready to go qualifying. We've got a few drivers out there getting ready. We've got a couple of drivers that aren't really drivers here tonight. Both Corey and myself decided we were drivers before the start of this one, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run out and turn some laps real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you could. That's the great thing. Actually, you could hop into this race right now, which is way better than what I can do. But anyways, yeah. So we were seeing 46 sevens, 46 eights, 46 nines during practice. We're going to see what these guys are able to do here during qualifying. It should be a pretty interesting show. Can't wait to see as we get ready to go live.
Yeah, we see Justin Coleman top of the board with a 46.78. So yeah. He's flying out there.
You know what's really cool is it's not letting me do that. So
yeah, mine's actually not letting me do that either.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on there. So I'll just keep talking until the game catches up with the game. I don't know. I'm not really sure. So Amanda, you've never driven this car, right?
I don't believe that I have. I don't know too much about the 87s, so I'm quite interested to see how tonight's going to go for future racing opportunities that I may have. I'm actually pretty interested in the Dalton versus Dalton matchup because obviously I race with Dalton Kilrow every Sunday night and just kind of met Dalton Creech tonight out on Race Chatter. So, little interested to see how Dalton versus Dalton works out. I don't know who I'm rooting for more, but curious to see how this works out.
Well, it's pretty cool. I'll tell you, these guys are out there qualifying, and so far, it's not letting us see it. So, I dig it. I love when iRacing acts up a little bit like this. It's fun. 32 seconds left here of qualifying.
Looks like it's really competitive, though. Some of these guys are so super close. Kilrow, Elvis, Marr, like they are very, very close in time.
Yeah, and you know, look, 46.78, so it's a little bit quicker than I was thinking. Prettyman in the 9 car was actually a 49.50. That's more what I was thinking here during qualifying. He was the top speed driver during practice, so we'll see if Prettyman can get himself up there just a little bit more as the race goes on. But qualifying is over. I'm sorry, for whatever reason, I man, I love iRacing sometimes. I really
Yeah, it's
do.
definitely not on your end. It's we see it too. But I want to give a shout out to True Sim Productions. Lending us their private jet to fly us down to Talladega after getting done a race chatter in New York. We were able to make it here in record time.
Well, hey, I mean, we
this
have
race.
the best jet going, bar none. And speaking of, it looks like it's gonna let us see the race, which is good. Justin Coleman picking up the pole spot here in the number 14. That's Elvis Coleman Racing's number 14. To his outside, it's going to be the 41 of Dolan Kilroy, sponsored by MFRD. Brandon Elvis going to be picking up the 3rd spot. Tanner Marr in 4th. Dolan Creech going to be starting his 36th at Bad Company Racing in 5th spot. USA Firearms, number 28, Brian Zimmerman starting to his outside in 6th. Landon Price starting his 12th car in the 7th position. Jackson Stevens going to be starting his 2 car to his outside in 8th. Daniel Sweat going to be starting the Elvis Coleman Racing number 07 in 9th spot. Justin Elvis going to be starting in the 44 in 10th. Mark Arthur going to be starting his vehicle in the 11th starting position, and Chubby Miller going to be starting the 6th car in 12th. I love that name. Kevin Prettyman going to be starting the 9 car in the 13th spot. Chris Carroll in his 97. The Pit Lizard Performance Machine starting 14th. Hunter Lagunas going to be starting the 27 in 15th position. Alex Harris in 16th. Brandon Mettler, 5 Kings Motorsports, going to be starting his 19 car in 17th spot. Corey Sherman doesn't count. Larry Bell going to be starting in, I believe, the outside lane, going to be starting in 18th spot. Jonathan Willie, David Hunter, me, and Cody Sanderson. It's all, who knows what's going on anymore? I don't know, but the pace car is gone. We're rolling here around Talladega. 70 miles an hour. Yes, sir. This is going to be a good one. I can't wait to get this one rolling.
These 87s out here. Down what do they call it? The Alabama gang?
The Alabama gang out of, yeah.
So I know it's very early to make picks, but I'm going to go with a pick right now that I want to see win. I don't know if he's got it tonight to win, but I want to see Larry Bell bring it home, because that man gets caught up in so much garbage in so many leagues, so many different cars that he's in. I would love to see Larry Bell bring it across the line in first place tonight. I don't know about you guys, but that's going to be my pick for tonight before even seeing what he's got, because I don't think he qualified.
I'm just looking at yeah, I'm looking at chat, and Derek's like, I'm voting against Kilrow. So I guess I'm gonna go with you know what, I'm gonna go with the easy pick here, right? I'm gonna go with Mark Arthur. He hates super speedways. He probably hates the 87 car. Somehow, some way, I think he's probably gonna do all right here tonight if he doesn't have that crash. Corey, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go with the Tiger King, which we found out why he's called the Tiger King, because he looks like the Tiger King's boyfriend. And,
Ex-boyfriend, by the way.
Ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. All right, well, here we go. Getting ready to go through the tri-oval to the green flag for the first time here tonight. And green flag is out. Here we go. Man, this is going to be good. 60 laps.
Out in chat. Chris comment. She said, "Let's go Gold Chain Cowboy." Justin Coleman.
Great name.
Love that name. Gold Chain Cowboy. Out there once again, Justin Coleman. Oh, baby.
Elvis already putting a little pressure on Coleman. Holy moly. He's telling him, move. We got to get ahead of these guys. Dalton Creech, though, just saying, nope, not having it. I'm coming right up against Dalton Kilrow, too. He's pushing on the outside, and he wants to get right up there. I'm surprised Dalton's not saving fuel already.
Oh, he is. That's the trick. The Gold Chain Cowboy, Justin Coleman, leading them around through the corners and to the stripes for the first time here tonight. Justin Coleman leads lap number 1. Now flying through turns 1 and 2. It's Coleman and Brandon Elvis. Dalton, Tiger King Creech, Dalton Kilrow battling it out for 3rd spot.
I tell you what, though, Price looks like he's peeking behind Dalton Kilrow, and he's deciding if he's going to get up there and push him a little bit because he doesn't want to be stuck back there in 5th place. So he looks like he's going to jump up behind Kilrow and possibly try to link up with him and move up a little bit further.
Dalton Kilrow hanging out on the outside. Is that going to be a viable lane here tonight? We're going to find out, but right now the inside lane pulling all the muscle. Dalton, Tiger King Creech to the inside in the 36. And he has got 3rd spot. Kilrow on the outside doing it by himself, guys. This is unbelievable. Usually we're used to pack racing. Oh, look out! Oh, Creech and Kilrow into the wall.
Oh, what's going on in the back? It's like a magnet to the inside wall.
He's still pushing him.
Dalton Kilrow and the Tiger King.
I'm the only Dalton allowed in any race. There's not allowed to be 2 Daltons in a certain race.
Oh my goodness. Lap number 3, and here we are under caution. Guys, this is gonna be oh, look at the damage on Kevin Prettyman. That left front tire is gone. There is no left front tire. Forget about it. Sparks flying from the lower control arm of Kevin Prettyman. And we're gonna go back and take a peek and see what happened to bring out caution number 1. Unbelievable.
Now, Chris,
Yeah.
I'm not privy to all of what's going on here. Do they have fast repairs tonight, or is it you sit there and get your damage fixed kind of race?
Amanda, I'm going to be honest. You got me. You got me, honey. I don't know. Amanda Sherman putting the TNA in TNA Motorsports out there in the booth. But I will say,
Looks like Dalton was holding his line, and the Tiger King
Ah.
walked up a little bit and just rode him right to the wall. But
yeah.
what I'm looking at is what's going on in the back there. People are just flying into the inside wall.
Yeah, I mean, these cars, they don't handle like you guys are used to. I will say that. They don't stop like what you guys are used to.
Mr. Chris, Coffee Man 6, Derek says the Shermans are quiet on the broadcast, FYI.
We can fix that. Stand by.
Stand by, Coffee Man 6.
There we go. It should be all better now, guys. Why don't you give them a little taste of how you sound now?
Test.
Coffee Man 6, can you hear us now? Can you read us? Copy, Coffee Man 6.
Just say copy.
I will say this. They are not on a direct mic like I am, so they are going to be a little bit quieter. But I think right now they probably should sound okay. Who knows? Derek, you're going to be the deciding factor. I don't know anymore. I'm just going to look over here and do this thing.
Yeah, Chris, do that. Justin Coleman,
Much better, he said.
Gold
Thank
Chain
you, Coffee Man
Cowboy,
6.
still in the lead here. Talladega is under our first caution. Yeah, that was crazy. Hopefully these guys have fast repairs.
I love that
Larry
nickname.
Bell is up to 15th already, by the way, just so everybody is aware.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pulling up the rear. Sitting in 23rd spot, Corey Sherman sitting in 22nd.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, without even doing anything, I'm in the top 23.
So I should run down to my rig right now, and I could get my laps back real
You
quick.
actually could. Crooked Line Racing Super Speedway event. I believe we got 4 more weeks or so after this one. I think it was a 6-week event, if I remember correctly.
I think
Up
you are
top,
correct.
Justin Coleman, Brandon Elvis, Landon Price, your top 3. Tanner Marr sitting in 4th. Look at my pick, Mark Arthur, up 6 spots to the 5th position. I would say it's the pink car, but there's a couple of them out there, as Tanner Marr in the 4, also sporting a little bit of a pink car. But of course, Tanner Marr running the 4 and Mark Arthur running the 15. Pace car light still on for this very, very big track. 2.65 miles, man. It takes a long time to get around this track, even at speed. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Forgive me.
Let's check on the Tiger King. See got a lot of damage going on there?
Tiger King, there he is. He's got some damage on the right front for sure. The nose looks like it might be planted down firmly to the concrete here. But will he be okay? Yeah, I think so. He may not be a leader car right now, but he should be fine to push.
Looks like we're lining up.
Yeah, cars are lining up 2 by 2. You called it before me. And hey, it's okay. I don't mind. We've got Elvis up top, Justin Coleman. It's actually to the outside. He is your race leader. Coleman opting for the outside lane. No, he's not. He's opting for the inside lane. It's cool. Whatever, you know. Hey, Derek, you gonna win tomorrow? I don't know what else to say. It's Hot Leanna tomorrow night right here on True Sim Productions. Make sure to check out Blazing Pedals.
Yeah, Amanda, how do you feel about tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I'm actually pretty excited. I like to race that style track, so I am ready to get out there and try to get a win. Like I said, I'm winning this season, and there's certain tracks I'm comfortable at, and tomorrow is one of them.
Well, we might be tracks you're comfortable at, but I need to see you on the outside. You had a hell of a shot last week, but you didn't go to the outside.
I love that inside line. I love running that yellow line. Just keep that tire on it and push as hard as I can go.
Well, that's what they're going to try and do right now. Brandon Elvis and Justin Coleman leading the front row. The pace car has dropped down below the yellow line. Through the tri-oval they go, and this is a long one, guys. It's so funny how long it takes before you get to the Geico restart line here, and there it is. Boom. And here we go.
Oh,
Green flag is out.
Yeah,
Coleman and
big
Elvis.
check up.
Oh, the
is that Tiger King
36.
again?
Dalton, the Tiger King Creech having problems. We go right back to caution here on lap 7. Right off the get-go, the 36 has a problem in a front bumper cover. She lays on the track. Let's go back and see what happened to the 36 car on this
he
restart.
Just came over race comms and said he was stuck in neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. You see it. He does not accelerate. Chummy Miller gets into the back of him, and around the Tiger King goes.
And Dalton got Dalton again.
Unbelievable, these two. Well, big time damage now on the front of the 36 machine. And Amanda, if there is a fast repair, the 36 may have to think about doing it, because there is no way he is going to be able to keep up at this point at Talladega. I mean, the damage is substantial.
Agreed.
So, Chris, we got 52 laps to go here at Talladega.
2 cautions, 52 laps to go. Hey, look, it's a Saturday night showdown. I don't give a crap what they do. as long as they entertain us. That is what it's all about. And Derek Paulson out there enjoying every second of it. I love it. Thank you, Derek. Krista Travis Farley, she's just like, yeah, let's go, cowboy. I love it. Up top, it's going to be the 14 of Justin Coleman, Brandon Elvis, the 28. That's Zimmy. Zimmy bringing it down pit road.
Yeah, so
Hunter
looks
Lagunas,
like
David Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah. Chris Carroll also bringing it down pit road. Why not?
I know we didn't do our research before, but do they have a tire limit?
I don't know. Why am I supposed to know this stuff? If you guys don't know and I don't know, none of us know. That's the answer to that. Great crew broadcast tonight. Oh, man, Derek, you have low expectations. We got one driver getting his lap back. Corey Sherman, Chris Legge down 9 laps as of right now.
Yeah, we're just letting these guys get a little head start before we hit the track, and we're going to come back.
Yes, sir. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to True Sim Productions here tonight on a Saturday night. Look, we're having a little bit of fun. Tomorrow night, we do it for real. Blazing Pedal's going to get it on tomorrow night out of Atlanta. But tonight, it is the Crooked Line Racing Super Speedway event. I believe 6 weeks. I feel like I need to get a pop filter for this microphone. I was listening to a little bit of a broadcast, and my S's and my P's come over pretty bad. I may have to get a pop filter.
Were you listening to this broadcast last week or a different
broadcast?
broadcast?
No, I was listening to another one, and you know how it is, guys. I really like it for it to sound good and look good. Those are my two big things, right? And I was like, well, I can make it sound better if I put a little pop filter on this thing, but well, we'll get there. I don't know. My S's. I gotta get
back into it.
Yeah,
I got off for what, a year or two? 2 years?
2 years. Yeah, I gotta get my de-esser up in strength a little bit, and then. Anyways, that's all on the back end of things, and people don't give a crap about that. Justin Coleman up front with Brandon Elvis, Landon Price, Tanner Marr, and Mark Arthur. That's your top 5 right now. Then we got Jackson Stephen, Jonathan Wiley, Cody Sanderson, Daniel Sweat, and Kyle Prettyman. Prettyman rounding out your top 10. Dalton Kilrow is running 11th. Brian Zimmerman, Hunter Lagunas, David Hunter, and Justin Elvis to round out the top 15. Everybody else has come down pit road or getting some service done as we speak and coming out of pit road. So, different strategies for different folks. 10 laps down, 50 to go. Pace car lights are off, and we're getting ready to go back under the green.
I think when you call the number 9, I think you have to say it a little bit slower. You got to say, pretty man.
Pretty man.
Pretty man.
Yeah, pretty man. Kevin, pretty man. I can definitely do that. I'll do that from now on. Brian Zimmerman, sitting in 11th spot. Pretty man sitting in 10th. And it's all cool. Hey, Dalton Kilrow sits in the 12th spot. Gotta watch out for him. He was involved with an earlier incident, but don't count the 41 out. I have learned better over the years. Also, don't count out my pick, the number 15 here tonight of Mark Arthur.
Well, I see my pick, the Tiger King. He's back out there in the top lane there, so hopefully they do have a fast career. Hopefully they have multiple the way his race has been going.
Yeah, it's not been good, but the front end of the 36 looks a lot better than the last time we zoomed in on him. As well, he has one, so that's a plus. Pace car is heading down pit road. We wait for the Geico restart zone. Justin Coleman, Brandon Elvis, your top two. Landon Price, Tanner Marr waiting in the wind. As we wait for that green flag, the Geico restart zone is there, and we go back under green.
Another great restart for Coleman. He is just spectacular on his restarts.
Yeah, Justin
I think
Coleman.
that's the best restart they had.
Well, so far they're not going under caution here on lap number 11.
Tanner Mark connected right back up with the leaders, though. Gotta get a good
run.
bump.
Tanner Marr's got a hell of a run on the inside lane. He's pushing Justin Coleman. Coleman taking that push on the inside. On the outside, it's going to be the 54, Brandon Elvis, who is the leader right now. Elvis on the outside leading the way. Through the corner now, it's going to be Justin Coleman. Coleman not going to be able to get there, but through the long tri-oval, let's see who gets past the start-finish line first. It's going to be Brandon Elvis. Brandon Elvis led the last lap. Now Coleman fighting back on the inside.
Pushing that bottom row.
Yeah, right behind him, it's going to be Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur in the 15. Got to get a little bit closer to help that draft out on the outside. The top three cars pretty much lined up nose to tail. Look out for that number 9 car, I believe. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's the 001 on your scoring and timing. It's the 9W, I believe. Just Jonathan Wiley.
What I do see is Dalton Kilrow working his way back up front quick on the outside. He just passed a couple of cars, and he is getting up there in a hurry. Like, he is moving.
Now, Dalton Kilrow right now being scored in the 6th spot. And look at these cars. Oh, we got one way down the yellow line. It gathers it back up, and away we go. But that is part of the problem with these 87 cars. Man, they do not handle like anything you've ever driven. And if they get loose, you got to chase them. Justin Coleman.
Arthur looked like he might have gotten a little bit of loose. He was next to Dalton Kilrow and all of a sudden started slipping back. And we got a couple people going on his outside. Like, he's losing spots pretty quick, and he's trying to gather it back up.
Yeah, Mark now finally has it back together, but right now sitting in the 9th spot. So he has lost a few positions, a couple of drivers touching the wall, and we've got a battle for the race lead.
Tanner Marr keeps looking to push it 3 wide. I keep seeing it every time. He keeps dipping low.
Yeah, look out for Tanner Marr. He is looking for one. Oh, the 14 getting loose. Oh, look out. Look out.
Is he gonna save it? Oh. He is not going to save it.
Oh, they're crashing in front too.
The 14 gets in trouble, and oh, it's not done yet.
Coming in late. They ain't done yet.
That's
Chubby-
a black flag.
Chubby
Unsafe
Miller
road.
couldn't do a thing about it. Oh, boy.
Oh, Zimmy said he was mirror watching. That's why he dumped him.
Mark said he didn't want to be up there anyways. It's okay. He's going to get his damage fixed and probably get back in the end of the line and wait for that right moment towards the end of the race to get back up there.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's go back to the number 6 of Chummy Miller. What do I want to do? I want to do this. There we go. You see the 14 getting into all kinds of trouble. Chummy Miller from way back. Oh, he gets tagged. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just a mess here at Talladega. Do we call that the big one? I don't know.
No, I think they got a bigger one in them.
They might. They might indeed.
Say though, that's definitely probably gonna make the top 10 on Race Chatter next Saturday night.
1/4 of the way down, and here comes the leaders down pit road.
Looks like everybody going down pit road. Nobody's staying out.
Oh, unless you're a lap
Tiger
down
King
or
did.
more. Yeah, well, he's yeah. Tiger King needs to do what he needs to do.
Justin Elvis stays out too.
Tiger King right now being scored as the race leader. Justin Elvis in second in his number 44. Brian Zimmerman coming out of pit road along with Alex Harris, Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll has been very quiet here during this race. Expect him to be towards the front.
Yeah,
Hunter
Jimmy with a
Lagunas.
great pit stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming out third. Hunter Lagunas coming out sixth. Larry Bell seventh. Brandon Mettler and Dalton Kilroy eighth and ninth. And Brandon Elvis coming out in the top 10. Biggest loser so far going to be Tanner Marr, down 7 spots into 11th.
All right, that 4 car looks like it's got some horsepower tonight. He's been running up front, and yeah, he's been getting some big runs. Like I said, he's peaking 3 wide a couple times. I was waiting for him to do it, but we'll wait and see.
This one far, far, far from over. Just 1/4 of the race completed, plus 1 lap. Derek's like, hey, these cars are just so entertaining. And yes, absolutely, they certainly are. I would love to broadcast a league of just 87s. I'm not even kidding. I ran a league of 87s back in the old RFC days. We had a good time. I think I finished third in points.
I would try that out.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
do a
a-
league with them.
It was a good time. It really was. These cars handle so much different.
Oh, Tiger King jumping down pit road.
Yeah, Tiger King bringing it in.
I would say it's not just the cars and the way they drive. I really like the paints tonight. They're old school, simple, but very fun to look at. Very clean looking paint jobs. I like them. It reminds me of old school when I was growing up watching NASCAR kind of paint schemes.
Well, that's the thing, right? This is back when NASCAR was NASCAR.
Yep. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, that's right. As the pace car lights go off, we line them up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back to the green flag. Just, I don't know, a little over a mile to go before we get there. Such a big track. Huge track.
Look at Larry Bell up in 6th.
Oh, the 43
So,
car.
do these things wear tires a lot, Chris?
Yeah, they do. The right rear is terrible on these things. They really
'Cause-
use that up.
Because Justin Elvis last pit on lap 3. I think that was our first caution. Do you think he's going to have some wheel spin here on the controlling the field?
That, it's certainly a possibility, right? It certainly is a possibility. Brandon Elvis, a little, boy, I would almost, I don't know. You know,
Well, we're about
yes,
to find out.
the right rear definitely wears faster than the rest of the tires because they really lean on that thing. But we are going to find out whether or not Elvis has it or not. Brian Zimmerman, he is going to be starting outside, second spot. He's got Chris Carroll right behind him. Chris Carroll up 11 spots. In 4th spot, Alex Harris going to be starting his 74 up 12 spots. Larry Bell up 14. So a lot of guys have made the climb. As the pace car rolls down pit road, we wait for the Geico restart area. And if I was Brian Zimmerman, I'd start really thinking about hopping on the gas. As here we go, back under the green flag.
There was no tire spin there. He's gone.
Yeah, the 44, Justin Elvis, no problems yet. Last time on pit road, Brian Zimmerman on lap 15. Just 3 laps to go. We're going to see what tires can do. Look at the inside lane fall. Oh my goodness. Brian Zimmerman.
Yeah, he just took it and ran.
He is gone. He's got Chris Carroll, Alex Harris, and Justin Elvis right behind him.
Dalton Kilroy jumps back into the inside. He thought he was going to keep going back if he didn't take the chance to get down, and he has linked up with that other group of guys in there. But they're jumping back to the outside right around him, so he better decide what he wants to do. Get up there and take the charge with the rest of them, or stay on the inside?
Oh, baby, this is getting close. Lap 19 of 60. Brian Zimmerman, your race leader. Chris Carroll right behind him. Carroll looking like he's going to stay with our race leader of Zimmerman on the inside. On the outside, though, it is moving. Oh, too much.
In the wall.
Into the wall he goes.
Oh!
I think it's going to stay green. They all kept straight.
Justin Elvis back down to the 14th spot. Brian Zimmerman continues to lead the way. It's 3 wide. Mark Arthur
jumped up there. Yeah, he's up there fighting his battle, and he's going to push it 3 wide because we know how he plays.
Mark Arthur in the sucker hole. Mark Arthur in the number 15. Going to lead the way.
Dalton's going to join him. Look at
Dalton
this battle.
Kilroy. Mark Arthur battling it out for the first spot. They've got Zimmerman and Brandon Elvis right behind them. Chris Carroll running in the 5th spot. No place to go. Top lane. He's got 2 cars formed up, ready to roll. Mark Arthur holding on the bottom side in the 15. Mark Arthur right now trying for the 2nd spot. He's following Dalton Kilroy, Captain Safe Fuel. Oh, Mark Arthur hard into it. Oh my goodness.
Tanner Marr looks like he's good. Is that Tanner going for a ride? Is that Larry Bell?
No caution.
No caution so far. Oh my. Drivers keep them going.
2 guys took a ride to the inside wall, and I can't figure out who that was.
Jonathan Wiley.
Yep.
Kevin Prettyman. Justin Coleman. Dalton Tiger King Creech. And I believe that was it. Oh my.
Quiet on Racecom, so they probably aren't sure who did what.
Oh, we got one spinning down the inside. Loosen it.
He gathers it back up. We go back and continue under the green flag. 22 of 60 down. Dalton Kilroy continues to lead the way. Brian Zimmerman in 2nd. Chris Carroll rounding out the top 3. And look at Tanner Marr go. Tanner Marr holding on to that 4th spot. He's got Mark Arthur right behind him. Mark Arthur goes to the outside. He's going to follow Chris Carroll. Tanner Marr fills that bottom lane. Marr on the inside, and Dalton Kilroy continues to lead the way. He's got Zimmy right behind him. Zimmerman in 2nd spot. Tanner Marr does pick up 3rd. Marr in the 4 car, picking up that 3rd spot, stays down low. Tanner Marr up to 2nd, now looking for the race lead. Tanner Marr in the 04. Look out for Tanner Marr. He has got a roll as Dalton Kilroy sticks it to the outside. Tanner Marr, Dalton Kilroy. It's a shotgun finish here to the stripes. And it's going to be Dalton Kilroy by a little bit. Tanner Marr rolling that 87. Here comes Chris Carroll now. Chris Carroll on the inside in the 97, running in 3rd. They've got a lap down car just in front of him. He moves up to the middle lane. Dalton Kilroy continues to lead the way. Tanner Marr, Mark Arthur, your top 3. Chris Carroll just on the outside.
I'll tell you what, these 87s, Derek was right there entertaining. It's like the last lap, every lap with these things.
Kilroe leading the way. Tanner Marr looking on the inside. No help at all. Now here comes Mark Arthur to the inside. Arthur goes to the middle. Mark Arthur trying to figure out top or bottom. Can't quite do it. Chris Carroll moves down to the inside. Brian Zimmerman also to the inside. Mark Arthur to the outside all by himself. No help at all. And here it comes. Alex Harris on the outside. The inside line.
What, Chris,
pulling.
It looks like Mark is struggling a bit. Mark keeps washing up into the wall. You see him dropping back a little bit again. I think he's pushing it just a little too hard going into the corner. And I'm wondering if he is going to be the one who causes the big one. Keep watching him. He washes up.
Well, I'm watching the race leader right now. It's Tanner Marr. Dalton Kilroe to the outside. On the inside, a couple of rows back, it's going to be the 97 of Chris Carroll and Brian Zimmerman. Crooked Line Racing faithful.
Inside of Dalton, no help behind for either one of them, but Dalton's in Tanner's draft. If Chris Carroll can come back on the inside as the inside lane starting to form. Dalton blocks.
Dalton Kilroe with an aggressive move down to the inside. It's going to be Mark Kilroe Carroll, your top 3. Dalton Kilroe pushes it out to the outside. He's going to let it roll as Tanner Marr led that time across the start-finish line. And right now, Dalton Kilroe and Tanner Marr putting on a clinic here in the 87s.
They definitely are. Chris Carroll's trying to decide who he's going to go with. He keeps jumping high and low. I think he's going to pick Dalton this time. They got a run on Tanner going into 3.
Kilroe leading the way through the corner. Dalton Kilroe dropping down. Oh, big time tightness. Oh, the 41 going to go around. He's going to lose all kinds of momentum. No bump there at all. As Tanner Marr trying to hold on. Now the 97 of Chris Carroll leads the way. Chris Carroll leading the last lap.
Dalton saved that car. He did not spin it out, but he dropped all the way back to 10th spot, but he's holding on, and you know he's going to come fighting back as hard as he can.
That is exactly the way these 87s drive. Guys, if you haven't driven the 87s and you have iRacing, make sure you at least try these cars out. I'm telling you, it's a different experience altogether. You've got Chris Carroll, Brian Zimmerman, and Hunter Lagunas, your top 3. Alex Harris, Tanner Marr rounded out the top 5. They are in a row, and that is getting broken up now by Hunter Lagunas. Lagunas looking on the inside, couldn't quite get there. Brian Zimmerman shuts the door. Here comes Tanner Marr to the inside. Marr looking to get back inside of the top 4.
Look at Brandon Metler out of nowhere coming up, trying to get in the top 5 here. He's in the inside lane with Mark Arthur pushing him as they head down the backstretch.
Brandon Metler in the 19 having a hell of a ride right now as he's got a little drafting help from Mark Arthur. Arthur in the 15 might be looking at that sucker hole. Don't do it yet, Mark. It's not worth it. Tanner Marr leading the way. Chris Carroll still in that second spot. As here comes Zimmy. Zimmy fighting for the 3rd spot, the 15 car of Brandon Metler. Trying to get there.
Halfway, and it looks like we're fighting
just
for like
halfway.
Yeah, it looks like we're fighting for the last 2-3 laps over here.
Up top, it's Tanner Marr. He is leading the way. Chris Carroll to the outside, by being followed by Brian Zimmerman. Brandon Metler in the 15 car. He's being scored as the 19 on your timing and scoring. Metler doing a great job on the inside. He's being followed by Dalton Kilroe in the 41.
Look at the horsepower in the Ford, just pulling away from the pack by himself. That's unbelievable. That's definitely not going to pass tech after.
Tanner Marr in the car that just
He
can't
must have one of
quit.
those web gloves.
Oh, here's the
Anybody
thing.
else notice that Dalton Kilrow has made his way back up into 4th place and after dropping all the way back to 10th or 11th, I forget, but he's all the way back up to 4th already, just in a few laps.
Yeah, Dalton Kilrow doing a great job here on the outside. Mark Arthur to his inside. But Tanner Marr leading the way, and guys, you're right. So here's the thing about these cars, right? They're not as aerodynamic dependent as some of the cars that you're used to driving. So Tanner Marr being out front like that, not the worst thing in the world. However, Chris Carroll starting to get a little bit of a run on the inside. Outside lane.
Brandon Mettler to the inside. Tanner Marr way up the track. Doesn't at all, looks like, but he's going to lose the lead here as Mark's going to push Mettler down the backstretch.
Tanner was on the outside just trying to hold on to the momentum. Mark Arthur, Brandon Mettler leading the way on the inside. Tanner Marr on the outside trying to do it all by himself. Brandon Mettler now getting himself a huge race lead. As Brandon Mettler going through the triola, crosses the start-finish line. Brandon Mettler, your race leader that time by lap 33 of 60, completed.
We got one in the wall towards the back a little bit. He's dropping back just a tiny bit.
I saw Justin Elvis jump to the pit and some little chatter going on in race comms.
I heard something about not clear. We had a little bit of 3 wide back there, a little bit of bickering back and forth, but it seemed like they kind of cleared themselves out, got back in line.
Yeah, again, these cars do not drive like cars that we are used to driving, and even the cars that they were in last week over at Daytona. So a little bit of a challenge. Not only is it a different track, but a different car. As we go 3 wide for the race lead. Tanner Marr on the inside is going to take it over. Dalton Kilrow on the outside lane. Going to try and hold on a second, but Brandon Mettler is going to take it on the inside lane so far. Kilrow and Mettler battling it out for second spot. Kilrow on the outside, following our race leader, drops down to the sucker hole. Tanner Marr leaving it to the outside. He's being followed by Mark Arthur.
I love seeing the aggressiveness from the 4 as he gets into the wall a little bit, looks like. But the horsepower of that 4 car is unbelievable tonight. He's just keeps running up to the front, then falling back a little bit, then running right back to the front. So look for him at the end. So we have 25 to go.
Oh, what's going on over here? Why did he drop below the yellow line? Did he get shoved down a little bit? Did he get loose?
Talking about Dalton Kilrow, the 41.
Yeah.
Gathered it back up. Able to continue on. It's going to be Arthur, Mettler, Kilrow, your top 3. Then Marr and Carroll rounding out the top 5. But as we have seen, guys, this changes every single lap. This is not where they're going to finish by a long shot. Now, Tanner Marr squeezes up top and behind Mark Arthur on the bottom side. The excuse me, he's not the 15. He is the 19 on your scoring and timing, the 15 on track. That's Brandon Mettler to the inside all by himself. Arthur now leads the way. He's got Dalton Kilrow right behind him. They go down to the bottom side of the track, and they are working together until right then. And now Dalton Kilrow to the inside. Dalton Kilrow moves down to the inside. Forget saving fuel. 25 laps to go.
Yeah, 25 to go, and these 87s are put on. They should race these every week because they're putting on a great show for us tonight here on True Sim Productions. If you're new here, just found this and you're like, wow, this is a great broadcast, hit that subscribe button. Make sure everybody out there hits the like button. I see all 10 of you out there. Make sure you guys hit that like button.
Mettler is fighting back. He looks like he's trying to peek to the inside, but he's got Kilrow coming up, so he had to give that up, and now he's going to fall back on the outside just a little bit. Tanner Marr still coming up, pushing his way back up. Tanner's like, no, you're not taking this from me. I feel good at this track. I'm coming back up on the inside, and I'm going back up to first. It's pretty insane what you see going on with the top four.
Top four drivers throw a blanket over them as they have separated from the rest of the field. It's Mark Arthur, Brandon Mettler, Dalton Kilrow, Tanner Marr as your top four. In fifth spot, it's Chris Carroll leading the second pack. The 15 of Mark Arthur now getting a little bit of a challenge from Brandon Mettler. Mettler on the outside leads that one by.
I tell you, we all know Tanner Marr is a great racer, but sometimes he sits back and he's hesitant. Tonight he is not. He is up there and he's pushing everything that he's got. You could tell that man wants a win tonight, and he is going to give it all that he has.
Got a couple of drivers a little bit slow on track. Larry Bell is one of them.
Oh, Larry. He has the
But we don't have a caution yet.
backpack.
We're staying green. Tanner's back up, or Kilrow's in the second. Tanner's in fourth. Mark Arthur in third, and Mettler in first.
The second pack is gone now. I don't know what happened, but looks like they might have had a checkup or somebody wrecked, but they are out of the picture right now.
Kilrow taking over first place again. He is just not giving it up. He'll drop from first to 10th and get right back up there fighting for the lead.
It's Brandon Mettler, Dalton Kilrow battling it out for the race lead. And that second pack Corey had mentioned being led by Chris Carroll and Brian Zimmerman. They are lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars lined up in a row, just trying to catch our race leaders. The race leaders, though, having a lot of fun up top as the car of Brandon Mettler continues to lead the way. He's coming down pit road, 22 laps to go. Pit stops on the way. Mettler comes in hard. He is hot coming down pit road. Chris Carroll continues to lead the way. Carroll now leading the second group as the race leader. First group on pit road. It's Carroll, Zimmerman, Lagunas, Harris.
We got a couple more takers, it looks like, getting ready to come down pit road pretty soon, too. I mean, they have to. They can't go much longer, can they?
21
no
laps
clue.
to go. 60% fuel if y'all want to figure it out.
I don't math good.
I don't math good either. Brody, I want to say thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions tonight on a Saturday night. Look,
What's up, Brody?
we're not looking for a good broadcast. We're looking for a fun
Second group
broadcast, and
coming
that's
down.
here we are. Second group
Chris
coming
Carroll.
down. Chris Carroll
we got one
leading
in
the
the
way.
grass.
Larry Bell also coming down. Dalton Kilrow on the bottom side of the track underneath the yellow line. What's he going to do?
The first group is coming off of pit road. It's like Dalton's leading them off. Mark Arthur pretty far behind. Then you got Tanner Marr even farther behind him. Then Cody Sanderson. We haven't called his name tonight, but he's coming off pit road right now.
Yeah, watch for his first group. They got to make sure to try and get as close as they can to that second group that's now coming off from pit road. Hunter Lagunas, Alex Harris leading the way off from pit road. What's it going to be? Dalton Kilrow continues to keep the foot down. 20 laps to go. Dalton Kilrow gets around Chris Carroll. Carroll coming off from pit road.
Looks like Chris Carroll had a bad pit stop because Hunter Lagunas and Alex Harris are way in front of him as they're coming off.
Yeah, it's not done yet. Now, Dalton Kilrow being scored in the third position. He is up high on the track as he is trying to take over the race lead. And he does from Hunter Lagunas. Now moves down low. Does Dalton Kilrow. Kilrow going to try and lead this lap. 20 laps to go. The 41 of Dalton Kilrow leading the way. Make it
Looks like we had a
19.
crash in the back. Landon Price crashed.
Price not even
like you
on
just
track.
Looks like you just got into the wall and hit the inside wall and told you
Oh, the
pit.
41, the race leader, Don Kilrow, hard into the wall. He pancakes the side of the 87, number 41. He's got Mark Arthur right behind him. Alex Harris on the inside, driving the number 74 on your screen. The number 15, the number, 74 on your timing and scoring. And Dalton Kilrow has taken over the race lead. Mark Arthur right behind him.
As we have a 3-car pack behind them. Looks like that they are catching a little bit. No, looks like they're falling back, but yeah. Oh, no, they are catching them. Sorry about that. The three-car pack is catching the 4-car pack in the front, so we might have a crazy end here with this. We have 18 to go here at Talladega.
18 laps to go. Tanner Marr trying to catch the top 4 drivers. That's
Tanner's bringing it by himself.
He is. He is on fire in that 4-car.
I'd say don't write out Chris Carroll because he is gaining pretty darn quick. We all know what kind of skills he has, but he's getting up there, and he's kind of been out of the spotlight tonight. But I feel like he wants his time on the broadcast, and he's going to get up there.
And Brian Silberman right behind him. USA Firearms. Number 28. Up top, though, it's still Don Kilrow and Mark Arthur leading the way over Alex Harris and Hunter Lagunas. And it is starting to close up. Tanner Marr starting to close that gap to the top 4. So Marr in the 4-car has found his line, and he is running hard.
Yeah, they know that they only have 16 laps left to go, so they're starting to put their game plan together in their head. Like, when are we going to make the move? When are we going to get even more aggressive? Like, some of them we know are holding back just a tiny bit, but they're not going to be holding back pretty soon.
This race is driving me to drink, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You need a drink, or are you already drinking?
Both. Up top, Dalton Kilrow in the Kodiak number 41, leading the way. Mark Arthur is in a battle with Alex Harris. They're side by side coming through the corner.
Doesn't look like Harris and Arthur are going to play very nicely together. It looks like they're going to battle this out like it's the last lap.
Last time through the corner, they were door to door. But Mark Arthur right now may have the slight advantage. Now, again, through the corner. And it looks like Harris going to slide up just a little bit, make a little contact with Mark Arthur, try and slow him down. Mark Arthur on the outside, going to hold on to the momentum. Harris on the inside, Arthur on the outside, and across the start-finish line, it's going to be the 74 of Harris. Mark Arthur relegated back to the 3rd spot.
I'm a little worried for Tanner Marr behind Harris and Arthur because if something happens, some calamity between the two of them, who do you think's going to get the brunt of the problem there? It's going to be Tanner Marr in that 4-car.
Well, as a driver, you just can't think about it. You have to go, right? And he is going. Tanner Marr in the 4 machine right now, running in 4th spot, getting very close to side by side with Mark Arthur. And right there it happens. Tanner Marr side by side with Mark Arthur for the 3rd spot. He couldn't hold on to it. Tanner Marr slides back. Here comes Chris Carroll in the 97 now. Chris Carroll in the sucker hole, trying to hold on. Can't quite do it, and we've got some action at the front of the track.
Indeed, we do. Dalton Kilroy is tucking in on the inside. He's poking his nose out there in front of Harris, and he said, "This is my spot. I'm going to take it." But we know that Mark Arthur is right behind the top two, and he's going to push the limits as well so that he can try to grab that first spot before even 12 to go, let alone 10 to go.
It's a drag race through the corners and down the front stretch as the 41 and the 74 get it on. Kilroy and Harris. Kilroy sitting on the inside takes the lead that time all by himself, looking for a little bit of help as Mark Arthur in the 15 car brings it down low. Tanner Marr has grabbed on to the backside of Harris, and the draft is on.
And we got Chris Carroll coming up to say hello, and he's like, "Hey guys, remember me? I'm here. I'm right behind you. So start looking in your mirror because I'm not going away."
We've got one
the top 7.
One way up high. It's going to be the 74 car of Harris, I believe. Harris went way up towards the wall, and he loses a ton of positions. Right now, Dalton Kilroy, Mark Arthur, Chris Carroll, 1, 2, 3.
As you see, Alex Harris is starting to work his way back a little bit. He's about 1.4 seconds behind, but he's closing quick, so he might catch this lead draft again, this top group.
Thing about these cars is you can lose the draft and regain the draft just as quick. It is pretty darn awesome. And right now,
Tanner Marr.
Yeah, forget about Tanner Marr because we got Mark Arthur. Arthur looking for second spot over Chris Carroll. Oh, we got the Mark Arthur machine going around. It's the big one here at Talladega. Oh, my heart. 11 laps to go, and Mark Arthur goes around. He is missing all kinds of pieces off from that car.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that they're going to bunch the field back up with 10 to go because these guys have been putting on a great show tonight. I can't wait to see what we got left with probably be about 7 laps to go when we go green. So,
yeah, it looks like Chris Carroll.
It's going to be fun.
Looks like Chris Carroll might have gotten into the rear of Mark Arthur and sent that machine around, guys. I'm going to look at it one more time.
Well, the way Racecom sounded, that's the way it came out of some of the drivers' mouths, is that's what happened.
Yeah, it looks like right there, Chris Carroll was in the middle lane. He comes down, and Mark Arthur is just going for a ride in VR. I'm going to tell you right now, that was a hell of an experience for the 15 machine, as not a lot of drivers had a chance to slow it down at all.
No, as you can see, Arthur got airborne a little bit too. Got hit. Looks like he got hit twice.
Yeah, I think he did. 10 laps to go. Dalton Kilroy, Chris Carroll, Brian Zimmerman.
Busy.
And they are coming down pit road. All lead lap drivers going to come down pit road. And look at them
where
go.
the pit crews make their money. Who's going to come out first and control this race?
I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to True Sim Productions live on YouTube. We are bringing you the Crooked Line Super Speedway, not short track oval, Super Speedway action.
Yeah, Coffee Man 6 out in chat. I agree. It is going to be a very exciting finish. I think all hell may possibly break loose because, well, why not? It's Talladega.
Look who came out first out of pit lane. That number 4 machine, Tanner Marr, leading them off pit road.
He's probably so happy to be in the front and not worried about starting 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th behind a couple other guys. He's probably tickled pink to be up front.
Tanner Marr, Dalton Kilroy, Brian Zimmerman, Chris Carroll, Alex Harris going to be your top 5. When we go back under the green flag, we've got one driver that's going to get a lap back. Let's see. It's going to be the 42. Which does not line up with anything on my timing this morning.
Maybe David Hunter? Is there an 81 out there?
Maybe David Hunter. I think so. It's a possibility.
Yep. It's David Hunter. David Hunter.
No.
Number 80. Yeah.
No.
I'm clicking.
I'm looking.
at that car.
I don't see. I don't know. Literally do not know.
Oh, he's going down the pits.
That's good. Justin Coleman in the 14. 14 on your scoring and timing. I got the hiccups. Nine laps to go. Tanner Marr leading the way. Man, what's it like right now? You know you got a caution. The pace car lights are off. You've got Dalton Kilroe, Brian Zimmerman, Chris Carroll, Alex Harris, Mark Arthur, all behind you. And you are leading the race.
My question is, do both of you, Chris and Corey, think that that's the last caution of the race?
Oh, hell
Absolutely
no.
Not. Absolutely not.
No. Okay. You think they're just going to go all out and somebody's just going to push the limit?
Well, the 15 car is behind the 97 now, and the 97 just took out the 15, so there might be some payback that will be happening, but we're going to find out.
I think it's a little bit more of the 4 and the 41, Marr and Kilroe, battling each other over paint schemes, and I think Tanner really wants to win this race.
Well, Tanner wants to win every race, and so does Dalton Kilroe. But let's not count out a couple of other drivers. You've got Alex Harris out there, Hunter Lagunas. They're all close enough to make this happen. And up front, it is going to be Tanner Marr and Dalton Kilroe as the front row. Second row going to be Brian Zimmerman and Chris Carroll. You got 4 drivers in the top 2 rows. Any one of them can win it. And if you go back, yeah,
you can win this.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you go back a couple of lanes more, and any one of those drivers can win. Man, we're going to have to, cinch up those seat belts and get ready to go.
Boys. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I am just like anxious as all holy heck to see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm using about a butt length worth of seat, and you know, guys, my butt isn't that big, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is gonna be something.
Tanner Marr, great restart.
That is exactly what he needs with 7 laps to go, but he wants to keep a little bit of help behind him. Behind him, it's going to be Brian Zimmerman. On the top side, it's Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe has a great helper. It's going to be the 97 of Chris Carroll. Drag race down the backstretch.
But we got Zimmy and Harris pushing Marr. Oh, nope, he jumped right up top, and now Tanner's only got 1 helper. What are we going to do here? Chris Carroll jumps down to the inside.
Oh, baby! Chris Carroll dropping down to the inside, and the 4 gets loose. Oh, no! Tanner Marr going for a ride here at Talladega. It's a big one. It's not like the big one.
Tanner's going to make it on the race.
Oh, my God. Tanner Marr. Oh, man.
You know he's not happy right now at all.
Tanner Marr is just saying words that we cannot say here on True Sim Productions.
Oh, did he tow? He towed.
He towed. And the worst part about that is you know he's going to go a lap down. Chris Carroll, Dalton Kilroe, Brian Zimmerman, your top 3. Larry Bell, Mark Arthur round out the top 5, and oh my God, it's not done yet.
I tell you, that's a shame. Tanner had a great run going all night long. He was
Yeah, he did.
extremely competitive. He was up there and he was fighting hard, and he had some speed. So that is a terrible shame that happened. I don't know how that got initiated, but it still stinks that he ended up ended up on pit road.
You don't wanna go back, do you?
Let's go back.
I would
All
like
right.
to go back. Yeah.
All right, fine. You taught me into
Yeah,
it.
let's bring it back.
We go
Where's
back.
that tape?
Tanner Marr gets a little bit of loose, and honest to God, if he hadn't gotten loose, oh my Lord, it looks worse.
Yeah, you got loose.
Oh
It looks
boy.
Worse.
Oh, that might be number one.
Let's
That's a
go
good
back.
one.
One more
on the
time.
roof.
We're gonna go real slow here. Tanner Marr moving up,
give me some good
up,
shots for
trying
race
to
chatter.
hold on. Can't quite do it. Gets into the 15. The 15 comes down the track, and oh, hell breaks loose as he goes upside down. Tanner Marr.
Great over. Who's that he went over?
What's happening in the back? It's not even happening near them yet. And are they scared? Do they see it far up front?
Honey, right now I am looking at Tanner Marr just holy crap. Finally
for a
gets
ride.
back to the 4 tires.
Tell you what. Oh, it gets airborne when he hits the apron too. Wow.
Wow. Corey, if you don't have something to work with there, I don't know what to tell you, bud.
That was perfect, man. Thank you. And I'm sure Tanner's gonna enjoy being number one unless somebody outdoes him, but
And you see it right there. Him and Mark Arthur get together, and it is all done from there. Oh, the 74 gets into the 4 car, and that's what flips him upside down.
Chris, can we get a cockpit view too?
Oh, we sure could. Absolutely, we can do that.
Gentlemen, as you're pulling up the cockpit replay, we have 10 cars getting ready to shoot this out up front. 10 competitive cars.
Hold on, because we're not done yet.
Yeah, we're not done. Ain't done yet. Oh,
we gotta show this the right way here.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta do the cockpit view, and we gotta hit play. Because this
There it is.
right here could be number 1 next Saturday
Take your
night.
hands off the wheel, Tanner. You're gonna break your wrist.
Oh, poor Tanner. Poor Tanner. Base car lights are still on, though.
Looked worse in the replay rather than the cockpit view.
I'll tell you, it really did. It didn't it? I mean, it was terrible. But I think I've given you enough footage
You did. You did a great job with that.
that you should be able to really embarrass the crap out of him next week. Saturday
we
night.
will.
Right here on True Sim Productions.
8 p.m. Eastern, not Central Time. Nobody uses that.
Nobody uses that. 4 laps to go. Chris Carroll
12 guys
leads
on
the
the
way.
lead lap. Any one of them can win this with 4 to go.
Oh boy. Pace car lights are off. Chris Carroll, Dolan Kilroy, your front row. Second row going to be made up of Brian Zimmerman and Mark Arthur. Row number 3 is going to be Larry Bell and Hunter Lagunas. Is that going to be one of the race winners? That's the top 6 cars, and I don't know.
I don't either. I am really excited for this restart to see what happens. Do they have green white checkers here?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know how many
about
tires they have. I don't know about
fast-
quick repairs. I don't know fuel. Fuel is 60%. I'm pretty sure. I know that. So fuel is
We
not
don't
an
know how long
issue.
that is.
Well, it's 60-ish%. Pace car lights are off. The Ford Mustang leading them around the track. What could be for the last time here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway.
I
Chris
will
Carroll.
say I am still rooting for Larry Bell sitting there in fifth. Did anybody think Larry would be in fifth? He was not collected in anything tonight.
It could
You
be
sure?
the prize. Yeah, it could be the prize right here. Larry Bell could be the prize.
That's the
Pace
commentator
car
curse.
drops down onto pit road. Chris Carroll brings him to the Geico restart line. Oh, man. 4 laps to go. 3 when we cross the line.
And
This
he
is going to get
punches
good.
it.
Here we go. Green flag is out.
Bottom line got a huge jump.
Look at Larry pushing Zimmy. He's like, move, go. I want to go.
The inside line taking control so far. And Chris Carroll maybe too far out to be able to control the field. Watch out, because Brian Zimmerman, Don Kilrow bringing it on.
Oh,
look
they're
at the
coming.
run.
They're coming hard.
Chris Carroll moves to the outside. It's not going to be enough. Here comes Don Kilrow.
Everybody. Here comes everybody.
Brian Zimmerman now comes to the front. It's going to be Don Kilrow. Brian Zimmerman out of the corner. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please do the 87s every week. It's going to be Don Kilrow across the line.
Inside we got Zimmy, we got Bell, we got Lagunas. Come on, guys. We got to link back
here we
up.
go, 3
Tighten
wide.
them up.
3
Lagunas is trying to get
wide
up.
for 5th spot. 2
I'm sure
by
we're gonna
2
go
by
for the
2.
first.
Larry's got a little wiggle. He better hold that car straight.
Here we go.
2
Carroll
laps
shoots
to
the gap.
go. 3 wide
pushing
now.
it.
Here we go. Chris Carroll in the middle.
Zimmy
Come on,
and
get
Bell
that white
pretty
flag.
close.
Brian Zimmerman leading them to the freaking flag. Can you believe it?
Here we go. Come on. Cross that line and then let them have it, boys.
Larry Bell sitting in second spot. Here comes Chris Carroll
Here we go.
on the final lap of the race. White flag is out. Chris Carroll on the inside. Brian Zimmerman to the outside. And who's going to win this one?
I think it's going to be too close to call. This is going to be a battle right to the end, Chris.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Nobody's helping Larry. Somebody's
Oh,
got to get up there.
my God. We are 2 by 2. Oh, my. Hunter Lagunas is going to be the race leader coming out of the corner. Hunter Lagunas out of nowhere.
Blocked.
Lagunas.
3 wide.
3 wide.
Got it out.
Oh, we got him
Oh,
crashing,
they're
coming to the flag. Hunter Lagunas is going to be your
Oh,
race
he got
winner. Chris Carroll, Alex Harris.
Third. Oh, he gets crushed.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. What a finish.
Wow.
Hunter Lagunas coming out of nowhere. He stayed consistent and he just shoved by everybody. Great final few laps by Hunter.
I was surprised. Alex Harris coming home third, pushing that 3 wide at the end there, and beating out Zimmy. Wow, what a finish!
Wow. 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 I don't really know what else to say. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. These 87s really bringing the action here tonight. My God.
Like you said, they need to run. They need to start a league and run these every week. That was awesome. You see Lagunas burning it down. Congrats on the victory.
Well-deserved win.
Yes,
He
it
stayed
was.
patient. He kept his race pretty darn clean, and he waited to the right moment. And he knew on that restart it was his time.
Hunter Lagunas, Chris Carroll, Alex Harris, your top 3. Brian Zimmerman and Larry Bell bringing it home in 4th and 5th.
Hell of a
My
finish.
God. I am waiting to see if Lagunas will join Discord or not.
Oh, yeah, he's in Discord.
All
Race
right.
So,
Room 2.
Can we
race room 2.
go ahead and bring him up if we could? I know you can, so I'm going to use you.
You want me to bring him up?
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Or do you want to start with third?
Oh, well, we could start with third. That's fine.
Let's start with third. Let's have Amanda talk to our third place finisher, Alex Harris. Let me move him up.
Alex Harris, we got Amanda Sherman up here in the broadcast booth. Third place finish that was pretty insane at the end of the race. Like, tell us what happened there and how the rest of your race went in the last few laps. Tell us about it. What were your thoughts?
Um,
I'm coming home with a podium finish at that point.
Exactly. Yep.
So I had took new tires. I knew that I could hold the top lane, and most people weren't going to be there, so I knew I could get massive runs, and that's basically what I did. And I ended up popping up in P5, and then on the last two laps, I knew that I could then run the top lane in the tri-oval, so I can get a run. So I knew I could kind of get a couple extra spots in there. So that was kind of my strategy going into it. It was just full throttle, and I'm coming home in a casket if I didn't make it.
Oh, it was an awesome finish, and you came up guns blazing. It was wonderful and just really fun to watch. That's an 87 at Talladega right there. Who do you got to thank on that car, and any other things that you want to say tonight?
I want to thank USA Firearms, also Cricket Line Racing for hosting the race. Appreciate it. Tanner Marr for also running the league. Also want to kind of throw out the throwback being the old Papyrus NASCAR Racing 1 training paint scheme. So that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, great run, great P3, spectacular to watch. Just really fun. Great job tonight, and guess we'll see you next week. And again, great job.
Yep. See you next week.
your third place finisher, it's going to be Alex Harris in the number 74. Oh, man. What?
My God.
It's just too damn good. I believe that Corey, you brought up
Yes.
the second place finisher, the 97, Chris Carroll.
Chris Carroll. This is Corey, Amanda, and Chris in the booth. You got a copy.
I got a copy, sir.
What's going on, buddy? Crazy race out there tonight. Walk us through that whole spectacle that we just watched.
My race is pretty boring. We were saving fuel to the end there, and then I made a huge mistake and killed Mark Arthur. I apologize for that, Mark. That was completely on me. And then it came down to my race didn't get crazy till then, and then it was all kinds of crazy. We were picking lines and shooting holes and praying to the racing gods that we all didn't die there.
Yeah,
That's about
you
it.
guys put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Corey. I got myself out there too far on that restart. I got a really good restart, and it was like I deployed a parachute at the end there. Guys just blew by me down the back, and then from there it was just trying to salvage a finish and try not to kill anybody.
Well, salvage a finish you did, coming home in second place. Who you got to thank on that 97 machine?
I always got to thank Tanner Marr and USA Firearms, Brian Zimmerman, and all my teammates out there tonight. Larry Bell, Alex, Lagunes. I'm sorry, Lagoon. I always pronounce his name wrong. All you guys for putting this on. Anyone who works hard on the broadcast. Anyone who works hard on the league. You know, it's a lot of fun when you can go out there race with guys like that, and you guys all give us a platform to do it. So, got to thank my friends and family for watching, and just everyone who works hard on this.
All right, man. Well, great second place finish, and we will see you next week.
We will see you Sunday, Shermanator.
Oh yeah. Push me again. just
And
just
forward, right?
realize when the stage is end.
As long as, Wellman, I'm blaming that on Wellman. I was like, oh baby, I got the stage points. I'm like, where's the yellow flag? Oh,
Yeah, as you fall to the back.
yeah.
Thanks
Oh,
for the
yeah.
push, buddy. I'll see you on track tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Had fun.
All right,
And
that
that,
was our second place. And Chris. That was Chris Carroll. But,
yeah, that was
Chris,
Chris Carroll.
I think you caught up with our race winner.
I hope I did. Hunter Lagunas, driver of the number 27, bringing it home in first place tonight. Hunter, just take me through your race, bud. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, man. I think it's just about saving tires and saving as much fuel as we could on those last two runs that we had there. And yeah.
I mean, you were following the 28 of Brian Zimmerman partially through that last lap. What was your mindset, and how did you think about kind of taking over the race lead for the win? What were you thinking at that point?
Well, I knew on like the front stretch and the back stretch, if I could just follow Zimmerman and get there going into turn 3, I had a good shot of winning. So I just stayed with him, stayed in his draft, and we were on the outside. So we had a really big run, and going down into 3, I took the shot going low, and pulled out with the lead.
Yeah, it was an awesome run for you, Hunter. And I guess the only other thing is, who do you have to thank on the number 27 Ford?
I want to thank all the Five King guys, and I want to thank Chris Carroll a lot. He's been helping a lot here lately.
That's awesome, man. Anybody else?
I want to thank Tanner Marr for putting on this league, and you guys for broadcasting.
Well, it's very much appreciated. Congratulations once again going out to Hunter Lagunas. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Hunter. This is your one and only chance.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Hunter Lagunas in the number 27, bringing it home as your race winner live right here on True Sim Productions at Talladega. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in live here on True Sim Productions. We couldn't do it without you guys. We really do appreciate it. Can't wait until the next time. And the next time happens to be tomorrow night for Blazing Pedals. I can't wait for that one at Atlanta. Guys, have yourselves a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow night right here on True Sim Productions.